Okay, so we're going to go into this set now. We're on problem number 61, I mean. And again, I'll go to the whiteboard and I'll work through, 61 through 80, I think. And then we'll finish it off with the last thing. I know it's a very long sheet, by the way, and getting through it is difficult. I do know that. Let me go to the whiteboard. And as I go to the whiteboard, I'm going to be doing, one problem after another. So we're on problem number 61 now. And I'm going to get rid of this thing, go to the whiteboard. Let me go to the whiteboard here. And let me just scroll up a little bit and start. All right, so we're starting with what? Number 61, right? Now, they say something about the distributive property here. And I'll write this over here. So I'll write the original equation down. It's going to be 4, 2x minus 5. These are multi-step problems, by the way. It's not equal. I'm sorry about that. It's plus 20 equals 8x. So this is what I would call a simplification process, removing the grouping symbol by using the distributive property of multiplication. That's going to be 8x minus 40 plus 20 equals 8x. The next thing I would recommend do is combine like terms. You get 8x minus 20 equals 8x. Then what do you get over here? Well, you get something that looks pretty strange, by the way. You get this over here, minus 20 is equal to 0. What do I know about this over here? There's no solution to the problem. It's a contradiction, by the way. All right, so I'm going to go to number 60. There's no way to check that on the fact that you could just do the problem again. 62. Let's write this down as minus 2 plus 3 x plus 9 equals minus 20. Let's go through this. It's minus 2. Going to remove the grouping symbol. That's 3x plus 27 equals minus 20. 3x plus 25 equals minus 20. And then what I do is subtract 25 from both sides. 3x equals minus 45. Divide both sides by 3. You get x equals minus 15. I can check that. In the original, you get minus 2 plus 3. And minus 15 plus 9 is going to be minus 6. And they say that's equal to minus 20. Minus 2 minus 18 is, in fact, minus 20. This worked out beautifully. Let's go to 63. And what's 63? It's 7x equals 3.4 plus 7. And then x plus 5.2. Let me make sure I copied it right. This is number 63. We have 7x equals 3.4, 7 times x plus 5.2. Remove the grouping symbol, distributive product multiplication, 7x. And then 7 times 5.2, let me write that down for you. So 7 times 5.2. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 5 is 35, and 35 plus 1 is 36. So what do you get over here? Plus 36.4. All right? What do you do now? Well, I got to combine like terms. So it's 7x. This is going to be 7x plus, well, that's going to be 39.4. All right? So looking at that, I would subtract 7x from both sides. Not much else I can do. And I get another contradiction. It says 0 equals 39.4. I'm going to say no solution to the problem. Right, contradiction. All right, let's go to the next one, 64. And what does 64 say? 24 equals 3. They have a minus 2x, and then plus 8 plus 5x. 24 minus 6x plus 24 plus 5x. Again, I want to simplify it. 24. That's going to be minus x plus 24. Subtract 24 from both sides. You get 0 equals minus x. Now multiply both sides by minus 1. And you get x equals 0. Let's just check it, see if it's true. And what do you get over here? 24. It's in the original, by the way. equals 3, and then it's going to be 3 times 8 plus 5 times 0, which is 0. 24 does equal 24. Let's go to 65. And what's 65 going to be? 0.3. Then you get 5x minus 2. Let's see, minus x equals 10. You're going to get 1.5x minus 0.6 minus x equals 10. What do you get here? You get 0.5x minus 0.6 equals 10. We're done simplifying. I'm going to add 0.6 to both sides. What do you get there? 0.5x. That's going to be 10.6. Then what I'm going to do is multiply both sides by 2. I know that seems strange, but we're going to do that. What do you get over there? X. And that's going to give you 21.2. Put a box in that. And you know me, I want to check it. Or how do you check it? Go back to the original. It's 0.3. And 5 times 21.2, that's going to be 105, 106. Let me just check that again. 5 times 20 is 100. 5 times 1 is 5. That's 105. And 5 times 0.2 is 1. So 106. Minus 21.2. And they say that's equal to 10. Let's keep going. So you get 0.3. We're just checking by the way. 104 minus 21.2 is equal to 10. Well, let's check that out. Well, I know 3 times 104 is 312. So it's 31.2 minus 21.2. Let's see. Well, that's 10. It worked out beautifully. All right, that was number 65. Let's go to 66. And what's 66? 2x plus 1/2, a grouping symbol. 6x minus 1/4 equals 5. All right, let's go through it. Make sure I copied the right thing. 2x, 1/2, 6x minus 1/4. Yeah, I think I did okay. I'm going to just multiply it out, right? Get rid of that grouping symbol. What do you get? 2x plus 3x minus 1/8 equals 5. All right, let's keep moving. You get 5x minus 1/8 equals 5. I'm going to add an 8 to both sides. And what do you get? You get 5x equals 5 plus 1/8. Let me just go through that. Let's see, 5 times 8 is 40, so 41/8. And then what I'm going to do is write that down. 5x is 41/8, and multiply both sides by 1/5. What do you have there? X equals 41 over 40. Now, mistakes happen. It's happened before, and you want to go back and check it. You always check in the original. And I think the answer is 41 over 40, right? Let's write this down. 2 times 41 over 40 plus 1/2. 6 times 41 over 40 minus 1/4. And they say that's equal to 5. Let's take a look at that. That's going to be 41 over 20 plus 1/2. It's more challenging for me, by the way. I'll say that. And I'm looking at that. I'm going to say divide by 2. So it's going to be 3 times 41. I get a 20 on the bottom, by the way. And 3 times 41 is going to be 123. Minus, that's going to be 5 over 20. And this equals 5 over here. Still working on it. 41 over 20 plus 1/2. That's going to be 20. 123 minus 5 is going to be 118. All right, equals 5. So I'm going to put 41 over 20. And then I'm going to write down, well, 2 goes into 118, right? And that's going to be, let's see, 59 times. Yeah, 59 times, and that equals 5. That's wishful thinking, maybe. 41 plus 59 is going to be, let's see, 100 over 20, which is in fact 5. It's working out beautifully, all right? That was number 66. Let's go to 67. And yes, I know it's a lot of work to get through the problem set. So 67, 8x. I think the worst thing is the checking, by the way. 4x plus 2. If you have an answer key, though, I would check it against the answer key that's provided to you. Let's take a look at it. Let's make sure I copied it right. 8x equals 4x plus 2 times the quantity. Yep, looks good. I'm going to simplify. Distributive property. It's relatively simple. It's simple as it gets now. So minus 14x from both sides. Some students ask, do I need to write that down? You do not need to write that down, by the way. Anyone looking at your work would know you've done that without writing it down. So what do you get over there? You get minus 6x equals 24. Divide both sides by minus 6, and you get x equals minus 4. Nice number. I'm going to say easy to check. You check it in the original. Minus 32. Let's see, minus 16 plus 2. That would be minus 20 plus 12. Minus 32. Minus 16 plus 2. Well, minus 20 and 12 is minus 8. So it's going to be minus 32, minus 16, minus 16, which is true. Minus 32 does equal minus 16, minus 16. Let's go to 68. And what's 68 say? It says 2 is equal to 2/3. Let's see, x minus 15. And minus 7. Well, let's do it. You get 2/3 of an x, minus, I'll do this on the side for you, 2/3 of a 15. 3 goes into 3 once, 15 5 times. So that's going to be minus 10, and then you get minus 7. Let's keep moving along. It's going to be minus 17. I'm going to add 17 to both sides now. And you get 19 equals 2/3 of an x. I can multiply both sides by the variables, the reciprocal of the variable's numerical coefficient, which is 3/2. Yeah, kind of nasty looking number. What do you get over here? X. And then we get here 50, because 3 times 10 is 30, and 3 times 7, 3 times 9 is 27. So 57 over 2. And I'm going to claim that's what x is. All right? I'm going to go back and check it out. You get 2 equals 2/3, 57 over 2, minus, I'm going to write the 15 as 30 over 2, minus 7. Let's keep going. 2/3, 2, common denominator. 57 minus 30 is 27, minus 7. 2, well, let's see, 2's cancel. 3 goes into 27 9 times, and 9 minus 7 is, in fact, 2. So we're doing okay. Let's go to 69. And what's 69? It's 4x equals 8 minus 3, and then 2x plus 1. Common error students do over here is they do 8 minus 3 is 5. That would be an error. You're not following the order of operations. Remove the grouping symbol. Let's put that down for you. 4x equals 8 minus 6x minus 3. 4x, well, let's see, whoops. I think I might have just lost my work again. And let's see if I retain the work. Something's wrong with my machine here. I think we were on problem number 69, actually. And let's write that down again. Sorry about that. You get 4x equals 8 minus 3, 2x plus 1. Sorry about that. So 4x equals 8 minus 6x minus 3. 4x. 8 minus 3 is 5 minus 6x. Was I at 69? I don't remember where we are. Yeah, I think we were. Let me see if I copied it right. 4x, 8 minus 3, 2x plus 1. I really can't remember. Anyway, let's keep going. Add 6x to both sides. That's 10x equals 5, x equals 1/2. I couldn't have been there, because I'll be honest with you, I had a different number, didn't I, last time? Where was I? Four x 8. Gotta look again, right? Anyway, I must have made a mistake in the last one. Yeah, I'm glad the machine disappeared, right? Let's take a look at it. I'm saying this is the right answer over here. And that's 69. And let's plug it in. The original. What do you get? 2. 8 minus 3. And then 1 plus 1. I made a mistake. Maybe from exhaustion or something. Who knows? And you get 2. This is 8. Oh, no, I didn't make a mistake. 1 plus 1 is 2. 3 plus 2 is 6. And this certainly makes sense here. All right, let's go to 69. And I just did 69. I want to do that again. Let's go to 70. What's 70? Minus 7. And then 2x minus 4 plus 12 is equal to 40. And let's see if I copied it right. Yeah, I think so. What do you do over here? Minus 14 plus 28 plus 12 equals 40. Let's see, minus 14x plus 40 equals 40. Subtract 40 from both sides. You get minus 14x equals 0. Divide both sides by minus 14, and you get x equals 0. I'm going to check it. In the original, this is the original, you get minus 7 times minus 4 plus 12 equals 40. What do you get over there? 28 plus 12 is equal to 40. All right, this checks out. Let's go to 71. And 71 is 8 minus 0.5. And then it's going to be 16x minus 6 equals 53. Let me just look at that. 8 minus, yeah, I think I did okay. I'm going to distributive property multiplication. 8 minus, well, half of 16 is 8. And then plus 3 equals 53. I'm going to keep moving through it. And that's going to be 11 minus 8x equals 53. Subtract 11 from both sides. Minus 8x equals 42. Divide both sides by minus 8. And yes, I'm going to check it when I get there. That's going to be minus 42 over 8, which is minus 21 quarters. Right, so x I'm going to commit to minus 21 quarters by putting in a box, but I still want to check it. And how do you do that? In the original, you're going to plug it in. And what do you get? 8 minus 0.5. Now 16, I'll write this over here, times minus 21 quarters. Whoa, that's not good. Let me get my pen out again. Sorry about that. So it's going to be 16 times minus 21 quarters. The 4 cancels a 4, you get 4. 4 times minus 21, that's 21 by the way, that's minus 84. And we'll go through that. And they said it's equal to 53. All right, I'm going to erase out, get rid of this nonsense here. Let's take a look. What do you have here? 8 minus 0.5, and that's going to be minus 90. What do you get over there? 8 plus 45. What's 45 and 8? 53. That does work out. Let's go to 72. And 72 is 22 minus 4/5. And then you get 3x minus 10 equals 25. Now, I'm not trying to trick anyone, but what I want to do is I want to multiply both sides by 5. I want to tell you multiplying by 5 is multiplying every term by 5. So that means I need to multiply this by 5 and this term by 5 and then that term by 5. Let's do one at a time. 5 times 22 is 110. Now when I do 5 times this term over here, I'm going to associate it with this guy over here. So I get 4, and then I get 3x minus 10. Now 5 times this thing is going to be 125. The next thing I'm going to do is a little different than normal. I'm going to subtract 110 from both sides. And what do you get? Minus 4 times 3x minus 10. Yeah, it's definitely different, by the way. And what do you get over there? You get 15. I'm going to multiply that out. What do you get? Minus 12x plus 40 equals 15. I'm going to subtract 40 from both sides. And you get minus 12x equals minus 25. Then x would equal, I'm going to divide both sides by minus 12, would be equal to 25 twelfths. All right? Now, mistakes happen. That's why we check things. You check it in the original. Let's write this down. 22 minus 4 fifths. I got to do 3 times that number. And 3 times 25 twelfths is 25 quarters. Minus, I'm looking at the number 10. And they say it's equal to 25. Again, we're just checking it. Yep, it looks painful. Let's put this down. 22 minus 4 fifths. Well, I'm going to put a 4 here. And this will be 25 minus 40. They say it's equal to 25. 22 minus 4 fifths. What do you get here? 4. 25 minus 40 is going to be minus 15. 25. Well, what's nice about this, it really does seem to be nice. I mean, 4's cancel. 5 goes into 15 3 times. And what do you get? 22 minus a minus 3, which is plus 3, which is 25. It works out nicely. Let's go to the next one, which is 73. Let me look at 73 for you. Decimal number. So you get 8.25 equals 3, 2x minus 1, and then minus x. Make sure I copy that right. 8.25, 3 times 2x minus 1. Yeah, it looks good. Simplify, and that's going to be 8.25. This is 6x minus 3 minus x. 8.25 is going to be 5x minus 3. I'm going to add 3 to both sides now. And what do you get there? 11.25 equals 5x. I'm going to divide both sides by 5. And by the way, they spoke in decimals. I'm going to answer in decimals. Let me go through that division. 5 goes in 11.25. Well, 2 times, that would give you 10. Then you get 12. Another 2, that gives you 10. Then you get 25. And 5 goes into 25 5 times. So 2.25. I'm committing that by putting a box on it. Let's go back and check it. So what do you get? 8.25. This is the check. And that's going to be 8.25 equals 3. Well, 2 times 2.25 is going to be 4.5 minus 1, and then minus 2.25. Well, let's take a look. What do you get? 8.25, 3 times 3.5 minus 2.25. Well, 8.25, 3 times 350 would be 1050 minus 2.25. And what do you get there? 8.25. Well, 1050 minus 225 is 825. It works out nicely. All right, that was number 73. Let's go to 74. We're getting close to break time. So 1/6. That's going to be 54 plus 2x. Let's see, plus 2/3 of an x is equal to 100. All right? And let me show you a copy at 1/6, 54, 2x. Yeah, I think I did okay. The LCD is 6. And what I'm going to recommend to do is, there's 3 terms. This is 1, 2, 3. Multiply each term by 6. As I do that, though, I'm making an association with the multiplication every single time. All right? 54 plus 2x. I'm multiplying by 6. Plus, well, 3 goes into 6 2 times, and 2 times 4. 2 times 2 is 4. And 6 times 100 is 600. Now, let's keep moving. You get 54. 2x and 4x is 6x equals 600. I'm going to take 54 from both sides now. 6x equals 546. I'm going to now divide both sides by 6. And you get 546 over 6. I just want to do some reduction here. And I'm going to say by 2. 2 goes into 6 3 times. And 2 goes into 546. Let's see, 250. 20, and a 3. So you're going to get 273. And by the way, that's divisible by 3. So maybe I should have just divided by 6, by the way. Let me show you that. 3 into 273. That goes in 9. That's 27. And you get 3, and that's a 1. So 91 times. I should have recognized that. So x equals 91. And as you know, I'm going to check it. All right, how do you check this guy? You put it down. And let's write this down. So 1/6. And then you get 54 plus, well, 2 times 91 is 182. And then you get 2/3 times 91. Well, 2 times 91 is 182 thirds. And they say it's equal to 100. Let's see if we can do it. And I'm going to go through it. All right, let's write this down. I'm going to distribute the 1/6 across those two terms over there. And 6 goes into 54 9 times. I'm sorry, yeah, 6 goes into 54 9 times. Plus 182 over 6 plus 182 over 3. Yes, I know they're more difficult numbers. All right, let's keep going. Looking at this thing, kind of adding it together. And let's write this down. So it's going to be 9 plus 182 over 6 plus, I need to get a 6 there. So it's going to be 2 times 182. And 2 times 180 is 360. So 364. All right, 364 and 182. Let's write that down. 182 and 364. That's 6, 14, let's see, 3, 4, 5. 546 over 6 equals 100. Let's do this over here. 6 into 546. 9, 54, 6, 1. 9 plus 91, in fact, is 100. That checks out. That was number 74. Let's go to 75. Again, the worst thing we're faced with is actually checking these things. So we're on 75 now. Another decimal, it's 0.08. And I'm trying to throw some mixture techniques in over here. And again, you got to work with problems to know what works for you. And it's nice to have a different tool set for different situations over here. So I think I copied it okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both sides by 100. As I do that, this term's multiply 100, this one, and that one. They may say the numbers are getting outrageously big when I do that. When I do that, though, I'm associating the 100 with this over here, which just gives me 8. Now, 100 times 12 is 1,200. And 100 times 10 is 1,000. All right? What I'm going to do is distribute. That's going to be 16x plus 40 minus 1,200 equals 1,000. Wow. 16x minus 1160 equals 1,000. I'm going to add 1160 to both sides. And what do you get there? 16x equals 2160. And I'm going to write this down now. Whoops, I forgot to put the x there. I'm going to divide both sides by 16. A nasty looking number. You get 2160 over 16. I tend to go slow at reductions, by the way, and there's a good reason for that. I don't want to make a mistake. So I'm going to divide by 2, and 2 goes into 16 8 times. And 2 goes into 2,160 1,080 times. And they say, oh, a 2 again. 2 goes in 8 4 times, and then 2 goes into 1,080 540 times. And then I say, oh, it goes in 2 again. What do you get there? 2. And that would give you what? 250 and 20, 270. Then I say, oh, 2 goes into it again, it's 135. So I'm going to say x is 135. Now, granted, I could have made a mistake, and that's why we want to check it. I'm going to go back over here, so 0.08, and I believe the answer is 135. 2 times 135 is going to be 270, plus 5, minus 12, equals 10. Checking my arithmetic. I'm going to write the 0.08 as 8 over 100. And then I can write the 270 as 275. Again, you may be the opinion that want to do a calculator, and that's fine. I'm going to divide by 25 and a 4. So I'm going to say this is 25. Whoops. The 100 is 25 and a 4. You may wonder why I'm saying that. I see divisors. 4 goes into 4 once, it goes into 2 times. Now 25 into 275, that's 4, 8, 11. That's 22. Minus 12 equals 10. That worked beautifully. So we got the right answer in that one too. Let's go to 76. And we're getting close to that break time. What's 76? Got to read it to you. It's minus x. I see another decimal, which is 0.15. And then I'm seeing 6x minus 40. And then I'm seeing 12. Let's see if I got that right. And I think I copied okay. So I'm going to maybe simplify initially. It doesn't look that bad, the multiplication. And 6 times 15, that's going to be, let's see, 60 and 30, 90, right? So 9. Put this over here, 9x. No, not 9x. What am I saying? 0.9. All right. Sorry about that. And then let's see, 4 times 15. Let's see, it's going to be 4 and 2, 6. And then that equals 12. All right, mistakes can happen. We'll always go back and check it, by the way. Let's see, this is really minus 1x and plus 0.9, so it's minus 0.1x. And then minus 6 equals 12. What I'm going to do is add 6 to both sides. Maybe we should write that down. And that's going to be minus 0.1x equals 18. Then I'll divide both sides by minus 0.01. What do I get there? X equals minus 180. Let's check it. What do you get? 180 plus, by the way, we're checking in the original again, 15, I'm sorry, 0.15. Well, let's see. It's 6 times minus 180, right? Well, let me write that. That's going to be 600 and then 480. That's going to be minus 1080 minus 40 equals 12. All right? Let's write this down. 180 plus 0.15. And what do you get there? Let's take a look at it. You get minus 1120 equals 12. Well, I got to do the multiplication. I do know it's negative, minus, and I'm going to say, looking at it, it's 112, and then half of 112, which is going to be 56. That's 8, 6, 1, 168 equals 12. Let's see if that's true. 180 minus 168. Yeah, it's true. We got that one right too. All right, it's easy to make mistakes, by the way. All right, so 76 is done. Let's go to 77. And what's 77 going to be? 18x equals 5 minus 2x plus 3 plus 4x. 18x minus 10x plus 15 plus 4x. 18x equals minus 6x plus 15. Simplification process is done. Add 6x to both sides. And what do you get? 24x equals 15. Divide both sides by 24. And you get x equals 15 over 24. I'm going to reduce that by dividing by 3, and that'll be 5/8. All right, let me write this down. X equals 5/8. Put a box on it and write this down. You can get 18. I'm checking it, by the way. 5/8 equals 5. Well, let's see. I'm going to do the multiplication, and minus 2 times that number is going to be minus 5 quarters plus 3. What's 3 in terms of quarter? 12 quarters. And then you get, let's see, 4 times 5/8 is 5 halves. Wow, let's keep going through it. And I'm going to divide by 2. And you're going to get 9. I'm sorry, I made a mistake there. I'm gonna get my eraser out again. I get 9 times 5, because I'm divided by 2, is 45. And then 2 goes in 4 times. There's going to be 5. And that's going to be, let's see, 7 quarters. I'm going to write this in terms of quarters now. And that's going to be 10 quarters. All right, let's write it down. 45 quarters. 35 quarters. Plus 10 quarters. It works like a charm. We got it. So let's go to 78. We're very close to break time. And 78 is 164 equals 18 x minus 2 plus 22. 164, 18x minus 36 plus 22x. 164. Let's see, 18 and 22 is 40x minus 36. I'm going to add 36 to both sides. And you get 40x. And what do you get there? You get 100, 200. All right, and what do you get over here? Divide by 40. X equals 5. Let's check it. Let's see if it's true. 164. 18. Well, 5 minus 2 is 3. And 5 times 22 is 110. 164. 3 times 18 is 30 and 24, 54. 54 and 110 is 164. Works beautifully. Let's go to 79. And 79 is 14 equals 3/5 2x plus 10 plus x. Let's make sure I copied it right. 14 3/5 2x plus 10 plus x. Good. I'm going to actually multiply both sides by 5. As I do that, 5 times 14 is going to be 50 and 20, which is 70. Now again, let me repeat this over here. We're multiplying each term by 5. There's 3 of them. This term over here, I'm going to associate the 5 with 3/5. And what are you going to get? You're going to get 5. I'm sorry, 3. We're multiplying by 5, by the way. 2x plus 10. We're multiplying every term by 5. 5x. What do you get now? 70 equals 3. Whoops, not 3. I'm going to multiply, right? 3 times 2x is 6x plus 30 plus 5x. Again, we're in the process of simplification. That's 70. You get 11x plus 30. Take 30 from both sides. You're going to get 40 equals 11x, and divide both sides by 11. What are you going to get? 40 divided by 11 is equal to x. All right, I always say, make mistakes happen. And during the problem set, I did make some mistakes, but I went back and corrected them. And it's important you understand what that means. Let's go to, it's 40 over 11, right? And we're going to check it over here. So I'm going to put a check down over here. Let's give me a check. In the original, I get 14 equals 3/5. And it's 40 over 11, so it's on 2, that'll be 80 over 11. Plus 10. Now it's going to be 110 over 11, because that's the same thing as 10, right? Plus, well, remember, we said 40 over 11. Let's see if we got that right. 3/5, that's 11. And that's going to be 190. And that's going to be 40 over 11. Wow. Well, I'm going to say 11. I'm going to say 5 goes into 190. All right, let's think about that. That's going to be 38 times. And it's going to be 3 times 38. All right, and plus 40 over 11. What do you get there? 14, it's 11. 3 times 38 is 90, and 3 times 18 is 24. So it's going to be 104 plus 40. Let's just check it. 3 times 30 is 90. 90 and 24 is, I'm sorry, I said 90, right? 3 to 90 and 24, 114. Sorry about that. Let's keep going. What do you get? 14 over here. And what do you get there? You get 154 over 11. Let's go for that. 11 into 154. 11. What do you get there? 4, 4, 4. 4 times 11 is 44. So this is 44, right? Good answer. All right, let's go to the next problem, which is going to be the last problem before the break, number 80. Let me just wake up my computer. And number 80 is minus 10. And then you get 2x plus 7 over 2 plus 8 equals 12. Well, I'm just mix it up a little bit. I'm actually going to subtract 8 from both sides first and distribute at the same time. So I'm going to do the distributive property, and I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides. All right, let's do that. So minus 20x. And, minus 10 times 7/2 is going to be minus 35. And if you subtract 8 from both sides, you're going to get 4. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 35 to both sides. So I'm not writing it down, by the way. That would give you 39. And then I'm going to divide both sides by minus 20, and you're going to get x equals minus 39 over 20. All right? Now, granted, it went a little too quick on that one, maybe. But you know me, I'm always going to check it. So minus 10, in the original, by the way. And 2 times this number is going to be minus 39 tenths. Plus 7/2 plus 8 equals 12. Just plugged it in. Let's do the multiplication. You can get 39. Then you're going to get minus, well, let's see what you get there. That's going to be minus 35, right? Then plus 8 equals 12. Let's see if that's true. Well, 39 minus 35 is 4, and 4 plus 8 is, in fact, 12. And that's certainly true. All right, so I'm going to cut it there. But again, I want to remind you that, we go through problems, and I think I just got up to this one over here. And the guy that does this worksheet, he does all 100 straight. I think if you digest a little piece at a time, though, like 20 questions, 20 questions, 20 questions, and we'll go to the last one, and the last one is this business over here, and we'll get through that. Thank you.